The craziest moments in my life was when I very nearly got into a fight with one of the gods who guards the gates to hell. It sounds quite crazy when you translate to English. I'm sure it sounds better in Chinese. But they have these two gods that are called Big Coconut Uncle and Small Coconut Uncle. And near to our club in Singapore, there was a temple devoted to Big Coconut Uncle. And my first experience of this god was on his birthday. Now, these gods, when it's their birthday, they come down for a kind of outing on the material plane. So they'll possess a medium. The medium was the guy that ran the temple. He would make his body available for the god to occupy. And we'd gone down, and there's always a big thing, a big celebration at the temple on the god's birthday. And we'd go down to do a lion dance. Now, that was our job. And although I hadn't realized it at the time, there was going to be a big parade led by the god, escorted by the lions and followed by a huge crowd of people that would be kind of walking through the streets in Singapore. At the front of the procession, there he is, there's the god. And he's very distinctive. He has this tall black hat, sort of cone shapes, but with a little rounded top and a brim out the side, and a completely black face. But the craziest thing was that this white robe that he's wearing is absolutely splattered all over with blood. He sliced his tongue with broken glass to show that a god feels no pain. Yeah. That's how you know that it's a real god. Oh, that's a really kind of moment that I never forget. I think it's the 7th month in the lunar calendar. In Chinese kind of culture is the month when the gates of hell open and the dead come out and walk the earth. They call it the Festival of the Hungry Ghosts. And at Nam Yang there would always be a dinner once a year. They'd organise a big dinner, invite all the members, all the patrons. People are coming, making donations, burning death money. Now we're down this kind of, where Laurel 6 is a kind of alley in the dodgiest part of Singapore. Everything that they won't allow anywhere else, they would crowd into this little area. And I'm the only white guy in the whole area. Stephen Tam was kind of waving me over to the table where he was sitting. Very tough guy. He's sitting there with Lau Hao Soon. Both of them had been part of Master Iain's bodyguard when he was alive. Really big Chinese guy. Have these massive fists he's very good at breaking. And they're sitting there with the medium. And they were drunk. They've decided that they're going to test me out. They're going to put the foreigner on the spot. Stephen calls me out. Ian, do you respect your teacher? So I said, well, yeah, I respect Master Iain very much. Do you respect the club? Yeah, I respect the club. The god wants to test you. He's going to come into the medium, yeah. And he wants to fight with you. I'm the only white guy on this whole street, surrounded by Chinese. Pretty much no one is gonna be on my side. And they're setting me up for a fight with the god that guards the gates of hell. The reason that he would slash his tongue up was to show that a god doesn't feel pain. Yeah. You can hit the god as hard as you like. He's not going to feel any pain. So this is not a particularly good situation, but there was absolutely no way that I was going to back down. So if I got no choice, if I have to take this fight, I'm going to hit you square on the nose with every ounce of strength I've got. I'm going to do my best to spread your nose 5 inches across your face. And you might not feel the pain now, but when the god's gone, you're going to wake up with a ruined nose and you're going to know how hard I hit you. In those days, I was a lot bigger and I was strong, and I've always had a hard punch on my size, and I was like, so we're kind of squaring up for a fight. Stephen and How Soon are kind of really happy because they're going to see it kick off. And then Master Tom walks over and he was not pleased, and he's going, "What is happening here?" And now Master Tom, the god, wants to test your student. "No way do you test my student without asking me first. I'm telling you, nobody is going to test anybody." And then there's a long conversation in Chinese, the gist of which is, well, we don't want to offend the god. So Master Tan agrees that he'll take me to the temple and I can offer prayers to the god and appease the god, and then the god will be satisfied. I'll give an apology to the god just in case I've offended him. So we went down to the temple and I prayed to the god, and everything was fixed. But it's definitely one of the craziest situations I've ever got into in my life.